So, another absolutely shocking display by Arsenal. Disgraceful, disgusting, waste of time. What can we say about this bloody manager? Honestly, all day long, he is just dragging us into the gutter. And what is it going to take for us to get rid of him? It's embarrassing. We are the most embarrassing football club in the Premier League right now. So, what's it going to take to get relegated? Because looking at that team yesterday, it was absolutely shocking. You look at the stats, we had 75.7% possession. Southampton, 24.5. We had 23 shots on target. 23 shots, 6 on target. They had 9 shots and they had 3 on target, and yet they score a goal. It proves one thing. We have no striker of any quality, and yet Arteta decides to put Eddie and Nketiah up front. Hasn't scored a Premier League goal all bloody season. Where the hell is this club going to go? So now we're sitting in 6th. And on Wednesday night, we've got Chelsea, who have just, by the way, got in to the FA Cup final. So they're going to be buzzing. And don't let all these Arteta sexuals tell you, oh, well, Chelsea are going to be tired and all that. No, they're not. They're going to be up for it. We're down at the Bridge. Not a ground that's easy to go and play at. So where do we go from here? Well, we sack this manager and we sack him tomorrow. I'd rather he'd been sacked last night. The guy is absolutely useless. And I'm going to get on to the point of this plastic fan base that wants Arteta in. Why? Because we have so many stupid people that actually think this guy is a decent manager. And I blame this. And I am angry on certain channels, and I'm going to call it out. AFTV, you are the worst of the worst. With idiots like Julian, who yesterday, and I quote, oh, we need this to challenge for Chelsea. So that will make Arsenal play against Chelsea. Are you an absolute complete prick? I'm sure that you are actually paid to say that drivel. Because you, mate, do not classify as an Arsenal fan to me. And all your absolute complete dross that you talk. And I hope you watch this. Because if I ever get the chance to talk to you on Del Boy's channel, mate, and big up Del Boy on his channel, I will rip you a fucking new one, I'll tell you. Because you know nothing about Arsenal and your absolute nonsense you talk. You are the worst of the worst. I think you're either bloody brain dead or you haven't got a brain. And I think it's probably the latter. And you need to get out of this fan base big time and take all your little idiots with you. Because you are not helping this club. You are deluding the young fans at this football club. I didn't speak to him, but on Del Boy's channel, when he did his fan cam call-in show last night, and I watched it back today, a young kid goes on there. Yeah, a young lad, probably about, I don't know how old he was, 10, 11. AFC-1888-news. Sad that a kid of that age can't even get the year that Arsenal were founded right. It's 1886, not 1888. Yet kids now know absolutely nothing about Arsenal history. I was brought up with it, but not all of it. I researched it. Currently, that's what I'm doing on this show. Because if you're actually interested in something, you learn about it. If you're into fishing or whatever, Golf, you learn about it. You take some interest. And all we've got is a load of plastics that are making themselves out. They know Arsenal. When you can come and talk to me about what Arsenal's about, then I'll listen to you. But when you've got idiots like that on AFTV that are absolutely talking dog shit, then you need to sod off out this club, because I will not listen to you, and you are causing major problems in this fan base. Simple as that. Now, I don't like talking about Arsenal like this because Arsenal are major love to me. But sadly, I am, and others are trying to wake people up and get this idiot out of this club. Because all Arteta is doing is making a bigger and bigger and bigger hole for this club. Top four. Oh, everybody's shouting top four, top four, top four. Making fucking songs about it. And where are we now? Oh, we're in sixth. About to play Chelsea. Then Man United at home. All right, they're not great. So, you know. And then we've got West Ham, who at this point in time are playing decent football. Now, can I see anything getting out of the game on Wednesday night? No, I can't. And I will predict you, I reckon we'll get stuffed about 4-0. Going down to the Bridge is never an easy day out. Their fans are relentless. We are a wounded animal that is absolutely dying. They have today achieved another ambition. Oh, well, we can't do that, can we? No, because why? We have got an absolute crap bloody manager. I mean, that interview yesterday, post-match interview, talking about bloody basketball. Where's this guy on? What planet is he on? Or is this the Kroenke influence now he's looking to become a basketball bloody manager? Well, if you are Arteta, do one. Go over to the States and become a basketball manager. I think you probably have more knowledge about basketball than you do about bloody football. That is for sure. Because yesterday, you were an absolute disgrace. And you looked absolutely lost on that touchline. You didn't know how to mix it up again. You switched Martinelli and Saka left to right wings. Why? What was that going to do? Were you trying to actually out-trick the Southampton team by doing that? Is that something you've learned from playing FIFA? Is that what you do? Is that what you do at the night? You go home and you play Arsenal or FIFA and you mix it up and that gets you something? Because, mate, let me tell you this. You ain't going to do it like that. You are the one, mate, that got rid of 6 players. Got rid of the best striker in the squad that we currently had. Yeah, all right, he wasn't playing great. That's because of you. You and your arrogant bloody attitude, that you pissed him off, and you couldn't manage his ill discipline. Now, I don't agree with players being going against the manager, but I think he's trying to tell you something, mate. That you're shit. And you pissed him off. And being a senior club player, he told you so, or made out he didn't want to play for you. Because let's get it right. When he signed that big deal 2 years ago, he stopped playing. And you couldn't get a tune out of him. So what does that say to the rest of the team players? You are crap. And you are crap, mate. You weren't a great player when you came to Arsenal. And you are certainly a crap bloody manager. So you need to do one, big time. And I bet you won't, because Edu, Vinay, Garlic Head are in the same league with you. They're backing you, and they're probably telling the Kroenkes everything's great, everything's rosy in the garden. I doubt the Kroenkes even know what happened yesterday, or against Brighton, or against Palace, because all they're interested in is that. As long as they're getting their big bunts on the 2% they get off the sales from Adidas on the merch, that keeps getting dropped just about every 3 weeks by Arsenal. They're happy. And when you go up to the Emirates and you want to spend a shed load of money on drinks and food, which let's be honest, it's pretty shit. And I'll tell you, I'm pointing it on these people because this is not the Arsenal Football Club that I grew up and loved. And it breaks my heart to see what is happening to this football club. And I talk to old mates up that still live around Highbury, and they are disgusted to the point they don't go to games anymore. I don't blame them. I won't, because I won't waste my money until I see a major turnaround at this club. No. Now, all right, I don't live local anymore. That's my fault. That's my problem. But for other business reasons, I had to move away. That's life. But for many, many, many years, 15 odd years, I did make that journey. I still went. And it's people like Kenny, that make that journey, and they pay for their season ticket, and they pay out shed loads of money. It's disgusting. The people I talk to on Lee's channel, and people I'm starting to talk to in my chat, they're hurting. And that shouldn't be the way. People need, as fans, they deserve respect. They deserve to be able to go to a game, or even if they can't, if they live abroad, they need to be able to see a team that actually turns up and gives in a shift. But we're not seeing that anymore. It's an absolute joke. And, I'm seeing some of you guys in the chat here, Bargav, he's saying here, our performance is an absolute circus. It is. It's disgusting. Bermondsey born and bred Alf. Julian, watch out, Jezza's coming. Put it on you. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. But I'll call people like that out. These are problem people in this club and this fan base. They are giving young kids the wrong direction because these people, young kids, we've all been young, and basically, if somebody says jump, you jump because you want to be part of the crowd. You're one of the sheep, and at that point in your life, you don't have always your own opinion. So this is what happens, and all the time we've got these absolute idiots being interviewed on fan cams that have a lack of direction of where the club should be going. They'll follow it. They'll follow it and just go along with it and think it's acceptable. Well, here we are. Two games off, matching the amount of games we lost last year. And yet Arteta, he has improved the defence. Really? Well, if you lose against Chelsea, my friend, and you lose against Man United, then you've equalled your record again. Now, I can actually see this ending up in another bloody disaster. Let's put it right. We're out of the top four. After Wednesday against Chelsea, unless we absolutely perform some miracle and basically Chelsea decide to turn up with 7 men, then we ain't going to get top four. And to be fair, do we need top four with this squad? Because it would be a sodding embarrassment, because this saviour of a striker, Nketiah, what did he do yesterday? Nothing. Yeah, he won't start Pepe. A player that scored 16 goals. Now, Odegaard, captain, went missing for about 25 minutes that first half. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Xhaka, he keeps playing him and playing him and playing him. And this absolute bullshit he came out with in the week. I want to get close to the fans. Really. Yet against Watford 2 years ago, you told us all to do one. I really think you want, you really want to get noticed, don't you, mate? Yeah, you do. Idiot. And yet, Lacazette's gone, supposedly COVID. Well, we don't know. If he has, good luck to you, mate. Hope you get better better soon. But, or is it the fact, because in his press conference, Arteta came out with, when he was questioned about Lacazette, I don't know whether he will play. Well, if he had COVID, mate, why don't you just say he had COVID? Tell the truth. Because all you do is talk in riddles. And it's absolutely jokes. And, the fact is, and Daniel, it was Watford, mate. It was Watford away, because he turned around and said we were scared. And, at the end of the day, this manager is going to absolutely destroy this club if he hasn't already. I know so many people I've been used to go to games with for so many years. They will not go because they can't be asked because of this idiot. Yet, how can we get rid of him? He obviously has some serious backing. And I honestly believe, and I will say this, I'll put it out there, I think all these lot are in collusion. They're all protecting their own backs to keep themselves in a job. And yet, Edu, Vinay, Garlic Head, what do they actually do? Edu goes missing in the summer transfer window on his jet skis, not doing the business he should be. And now we're coming up to a very important game where it could, and it will, go all tits up. So sack him now. Let's sack him now. Get him out. I don't want to see Arsenal spending a whole bloody summer, right, looking for a new manager. What I want Arsenal to do is be proactive and actually go out into the market with some, and let's not mess about for offering 30 mil for a player that's 50. Just ring up the player's agent, club's manager or chairman and say, right, we want to buy this guy. How much you want? Excuse me. 50 mil. Right, okay, done, job done. We'll send our reps out tomorrow and we'll sign the paperwork and let's get it done. It's not hard. It's seriously not hard to do it. But no, Arsenal's way, and we've seen it for years. Oh, we want him for 50 million. Oh, well, we'll give you 35 with an add-on here. And, oh, would you like to take Ben White? Or would you like to take this or that? It's bollocks. The big players, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, the teams we should be competing against, don't piss about. If they want somebody, they go in and they do the business. But Arsenal, no. We've got a pussyfoot around for about 2.5 months. We'll be linked again this summer to about 100 players, and we won't sign one of them. And we'll end up towards the end of the summer window panicking and buying some little kids for like 10, 12, 15, maybe 20 million. And that's the way Arsenal work. That's the way we roll. And we need to change that. We've got to change this because it is embarrassing. But the other thing is, if Arteta is still here in the summer, who the hell is going to want to come and play for him? Because we have to get it right that all these players, they all talk amongst themselves. Players that play for one club and they're, oh, I know him, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, I know him and he plays in this. If you've got, for example, Pepe at Arsenal and he knows a player that Arsenal are looking at, and the way he's been treated, he's going to say to him, don't bother coming here, mate. Saliba bought him, played 45 minutes in a pre-season friendly against Milton Keynes Dons. And then we ship him out. And quite rightly at the moment, he's mixing it up out in France. So if he's looking to come back and probably doesn't want to come back, and I don't blame him, he's going to be talking around, to other people and say, no, don't bother going there, mate, because they'll just fob you off and send you out on loan. And would I take Lukaku? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. Would I take Lukaku? Well, he scores goals, so at this point in the story, I probably would. Be fair, but just looking at a couple of these comments, it's I mean, it's a great comment there from Francis Campion. It's this manager don't feel like us true long supporters. He don't feel the feel like we do. No, he doesn't, mate. He doesn't. Because he doesn't. He's such an arrogant person. It's Arteta's way or it's the bloody highway. And as Craig's saying here, we need to go and get Ivan Toney in the summer. Yeah, absolutely. The guy's a baller. He's proven it, So, but we'll ask, what will happen, Craig, is Arsenal will probably put an interest in. And how much do you reckon he's worth, Craig? Let's say 30 mil. Hindsight, argument's sake. Arsenal will probably go in and say, we're interested in 17 mil. And Brentford are going to turn around and laugh. It's no point in messing around. If you want something, you go out and do the deal. And but Arsenal don't. We've done it for years. We've done it with Wenger. Yeah. Emery didn't get the team he wanted. Arteta has been backed to the hill. And you can never say he hasn't been given the money. He's been given shed loads of money. If Emery had been given that backing, Arsenal would be a far different club at this point in time. And let's get it right. He's proven it. He's proven it. And CMO, man. Yeah, I'll be contacting you. I'll be probably contacting you tomorrow. What we talked about, all right? So it's an absolute joke status now, and Arsenal have become a joke status in the Premier League. But I can't see. I see all the calls that people are going to, or people are calling for people to not turn up to games. Ain't happening. It's not happening. People not buying merch. Not happening. The last time I was up at the Emirates, quite a few games ago, the Armoury was absolutely rammed. Absolutely rammed. And all the time that's happening, man, is the only time you will ever hurt the Cronkies, and that is in their pocket. So all this talk about having protests, that ain't happening. It's not the Arsenal way. It doesn't happen. The last time Arsenal made a major protest was with Wenger, And years before that was in the 80s to get Terry Neal out when the protests went up to Islington Town Hall. So I honestly don't know how we can get rid of this idiot. It has to come from the fan base, but is it going to come from the fan base? I don't think so. I mean, this chap here, what are you saying? Jez, trust Arteta. He's an Arsenal legend too. Yeah, I mean, okay, mate, if that's your opinion, you're about as deluded as Julian. He was never an Arsenal legend, son. He was a bang average player, signed at 10 to 11 by Wenger on last day of transfer. But obviously, you know Arsenal far better than me, so I bow down to your better judgment, Muppet. And these people, these are the idiots. People like that, they're the idiots. Simple as. They ain't got a bleeding clue. They don't know Arsenal. They've never come up with the history of the club. So it just absolutely pisses me off. But before I say too much, I'm going to leave it there because I could go into a big one, but I don't want to. So thanks for watching, people. Give it a like, give it a sub. Tomorrow I'm dropping the next one on the history part of it. And basically it's where Arsenal get invited to join League Division 2, the National League, for the first time. And we'll see how they do, and then we move on. So if you're enjoying the content, give us some likes, give us some subs, and it gets better in the next history streams that I've got already ready to go. Happy Easter. Sorry Arsenal destroyed your Easter for all you lot. It destroyed my day yesterday, and I really don't want to go into it today. I've had enough of it. I went into one of Lee's channel, and I've basically Arsenal to me are just an absolute pile of shit. And for somebody like myself, grew up with them all my life, supported them all my life, and to see this absolute dog shit that we've got now, it is actually quite heartbreaking. So we move on, people. We move on to Wednesday, and let's hope we don't get absolutely raped, because Chelsea, after their performance today, they're going to be big up for it. They want to kick us. They really want to kick us. Enjoy. Take care. Big up to you all. And Arteta out, you prick.